Hello, hello. We are live from USA. My name is Sherifa Nakalema. Who is there? Welcome all. Today we are talking fear. Fear. So get ready. We are going to talk fear and we are also talking money. We are doing both in the same session. Last time we didn't have enough time. We had to go to another session. Today, let's see how we do both in one session. If you are seeing this especially later, my name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. Very passionate about what I do here. Talk about, like today, we just talk about anything like success habits. Now the success habit of overcoming fear. And but normally I also talk about like this money is about the books, the book, the cash flow quadrant. So if you come on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm reading this book. Then on Friday you come. If you answer a few questions right, we compete here. We compete. Some people win money. Last time we introduced data for those who have a data issue. And then I do motivation on Sunday. I do affiliate marketing on Saturday. We are busy. We are busy. This is a community that believes in taking steps to make our life better. So hopefully you can all hear me good and you can see me good. How are you all doing? This is a different kind of life because I like to chat a lot with my people. I'm about to check who is there. I'm about to check who is there. So that's how I do it. This is a day of chatting with my people. But then when you come Saturday, I'm a little bit different. And when I'm talking to Animal Online, it's a little bit different. So today I'm looking for some, let me see who is here. Shout out to especially the new ones. But I think I'll go over everyone who is here. But later I'll just look at just the new ones. Yeah, Kathy, Kamala Mastu. Kamala Mastu, I don't know why you're not finding me on Facebook. I see you here, but I don't see you on Facebook. Shamim Namwaja, thank you. That name is now corrected. La Cassandra, Salma Sophie, Salma Sophie. Okay, twice. Ashraf Muhammad, Omar Ziwa, fine. Okay. Let's see, Doreen. So later, maybe I'll only talk about the new ones because I'm going to be very busy. Now, from the people we have here, I'm looking for, we have a challenge of time. We tend to go on and on because it's so fun. I'm going to break it down in 2 sessions. So today we're going to discuss fear, half of it, and then we finish. God willing, next Friday we come and finish it. But I want to we have to be done with fear in 30 minutes. So I'm wanting 2 timekeepers. Who is volunteering to be a timekeeper for just this session? Then I'll get a new timekeepers for the next session. But for now, if we make this right, the next session will be easier. We may not even need timekeeping. So who is the timekeeper? So that we finish this by within 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Then we go to the next one. Who wants to be okay? Sean, timekeeper, number 1. Who else? Timekeeper number 1. Okay, Kathy and Sean. But those you that are brother and sister, why are you choosing brother and sister? I know you are go-getters. Okay, let's do that since you volunteered. Now, this is what we are going to do. We make sure, only if I say that this one will take us longer, let's spend not more than 5 minutes on a single point. Just watch when we start, make sure when I start saying number 1, number 2, because we have points here. I have 9 points, but I think we'll do maybe 5 today. We'll see. But the important point is that we are done by where we are. Look at 30 minutes from now. Time, put the time on clock. 30 minutes from now, because of introducing the other one, take a few minutes too. So 30 minutes from now. By my clock, it should be, I'm in USA, so it's really early. It's still 9:57 a.m. So by 9, let me put here, not later than 10, let me say around 10:25, I should be wrapping up this one. So we can go to this. I'm well aware of the people going to pray. Last time we had to stop because of that. Okay. How are you all doing? Akram, welcome. Tanzi, Simon, I saw your name up there, right? Zuleika, welcome. Sean, I already talked about Sean. Okay, we are discussing fear. And they said fear is, I'm not an expert, by the way. I'm not an expert. I'm never an expert in anything. I just like these topics and I do some research and my little knowledge and my little experience and we go. But we benefit. But don't look at me as an expert. So you can go research this topic with experts. But they say fear is in everyone. It just depends on the level and that depends on what you are scared of. So I'm going to list a few things and then we're going to rate to see how scared we are. But before we do that, let's first define fear. Fear, two ways. Most people, you see, they call it like it's an acronym. They say F stands for false, and E for evidence, and A for appearing, and R for real. False evidence appearing real. I think you hear people say that. But what's fear? Who can go to the dictionary and tell us what fear is? What is the definition of fear? Quickly, please. Isaac, welcome. I've not communicated with you for a while. I don't know why. You disappear. Isaac Kaoya, where have you been? Fear, because you promised to start a group for reading group, and it's been a while. Okay, who brings us the definition of fear? You get that? We're going to talk about the fears we have. So let's make it fun by rating it from 1 to 10. So 1 to 10. So when I name the fear, you're going to tell me where you are. When you are really, really, really scared of that, you put 10 or maybe 9. When you are okay, you can put 0. If you're fine, you're never scared of that, you can even put 0 or 1. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. Where's the meaning? Where's the meaning of fear? Yasin Ismail, welcome. Shafiq Musanga, I think that's it, Masanga. That's Masanga, are you the same Shafiq? I think you are new, right? Masanga, are you new? Welcome, but I think I'm confusing that name, I think. Fear is when you're scared about taking a step. Okay, to do something. But I want the dictionary meaning. Or do you want to try to define it? We can play around with that. Let's take 2 minutes. And you see, that's how I waste the time. Let's take a few minutes. What do you think? When some say I'm scared, fear, what does it mean to you? What does, like how Isaac just started it? Fear is, someone started it. Akram said fear is when you are scared about taking a step. What is fear to all of you? Let's get that out of our bodies. What we think, and then we see. And then, okay. Fear is unpleasant emotion caused by shame, danger, pain, or harm. Is that a dictionary definition, Isaac? Or your definition? Who is defining this one? It sounds technical. Fear is the unpleasant emotion caused by danger, pain, or harm. Is that from a dictionary, Google, or what? Isaac, where do you get that? Okay, now I'm going to name a fear, and then from the rate of 1 to 10, or even 0 to 10, tell me where you are. Then next Friday, let's come back and discuss some solutions, but today we're not getting to solutions. Let's first identify these fears we have. Maybe you didn't even think about them. So, okay, Doreen. An unpleasant emotion caused by threat of danger, pain, or harm. So that's a dictionary definition, right? That's Google says. Okay, so let's take it. That fear, let's take the real what Isaac put, is an unpleasant emotion caused by danger, pain, or harm. Now, I'm going to assume that that's good, but then there is this common way of calling fear, that fear is false evidence appearing real. You think it's real, but actually it's not. Although it feels really real. So let's get into these fears. I have 9. And maybe today, if you can finish 5 of them, it will be great. Because next time we can do 4 and then we talk about the solutions, okay? Let me first ask you, I'm assuming, if you are here, you went to school, right? This is not even, this will be like number 10. This will be like number 10 because I'm adding it here. Who was ever scared when, Janet, you're welcome. How are you? when the teacher called you, when the teacher asked a question, especially if you didn't know the answer, and they pointed out, they said, Sherifa, who was ever scared of that? Who never wondered about that? On scale of 0 to 10, if you are never worried about that, put 0. If you were always scared about the teacher picking on you, put 10. If you are in the middle, put, let's see. When the teacher called on your name, but especially if you didn't know the answer. Because when you know the answer is easy, it's fun. But if you didn't know the answer, and the teacher said, what do you think? What's the number? Welcome online. Okay, put the number from 0 to 10. How scared were you when the teacher called your name? You know, that's why some people don't like to sit in the front. Although some teachers will actually call the people far away. 9, wow. So you're scared, Moonlight? 9, what do you do? Do you try to answer even when you don't know? You just look at them like you are not there. You freeze. How do you react to that if you don't know the answer? Or just drop out any answer you know? 6, okay. 10, wow. You are paralyzed, Isaac. Shamim, 9. Oh, Kathy, 4. I think I want to know those who don't know the answer. And the teacher just points at you. And you don't know what to do. What do? Do you say something, or you just you just look at them, or you just put out a wrong answer? You don't know if you don't know anything, you know it's a wrong answer. Or you are worried what other people are going to say. They may even laugh at you, especially if maybe many people know and you don't. So, wow. For those who say 10, Isaac, how did you react? Like, what do? Do you just keep quiet? You say the wrong answer, or you say, I don't know? Who said, I don't know? I never did that, by the way. But I'm raising, I say, who said, I don't know? If the teacher asks, you don't know, especially if that's the topic they taught about like sometime, and now they just came with these questions, and you don't remember a single thing. What do you do? How do you respond? Just keep quiet. I just trembled. What? Okay, do you say, I don't know? You look at them, you look down. What do? You pretend you're opening a book. There are so many ways to react. How do you react to that? I keep quiet, but you feel bad, right? Especially if some others are raising their hands. The teacher picked on you. The others they are raising, me. You know those smart ones? Me, teacher. me, whatever. And then you feel like bad. You don't know the answer. Okay, we got that. I just chill. Wow. Okay, I'm going to the real ones now. I found these. Someone did a study. They did a study and put out the main fears. That one was mine. I just put that out. The main fears that people have. Number 1, the timekeepers, watch out. Number 1, speaking before a group, or the fear of public speaking. Give me 0 to 10. The fear of public speaking. Give me 0 to 10. I feel like being swallowed by yeah. You feel like being swallowed, but you're still there. Okay. Take it easy and do what? Ashraf. Hello, welcome, Usu. Welcome, Yoni. I went to your website. I left a comment on your channel. Usu, I think. Was that the right one? Chef Masang. Okay, we are on public speaking now. I appoint someone to help me? What do you mean? How do you appoint someone to help you when the teacher is asking? Are you still on the first question? By the way, I moved on. Remember time? Today I'm trying to manage time. Okay, the scale of 0 to 10, public speaking. Especially if you didn't plan it. They say, can you give us a word? Maybe, okay, generally, if you're asked to speak in front of a group, 4? Really? I feel like 4 is good. I mean, you're good, you can do it, right? When you put a 4 or anything below 5, you are not scared. Because anyone who speaks in public, they still have a little bit of a scare, a little bit. So if you are putting any number below 5, this is just my judgment. You are good. You're fine. So you're saying you're fine? Anyone with a number below 5 and below, you are good. Are you sure? Are you really sure? So let me see. Kathy, you're 9. I'm surprised. Over there, you said you knew the answers. And now you are scared of speaking? Wow, Akram, you just been in my video. You just been in my video? No, 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 I disagree. You spoke. You're already good. So change that, Akram. I'm saying it's not a 10 for you. And Kathy, I'm feeling it's not a 10. Okay, Ashraf Muhammad 6. Let's see. Those people who said they have, Musanga said 6. That means you're a little bit like that. So thank you so much, my friend. Who is that? Oh, yeah, welcome. So Simon, are you sure? Are you really sure you are a 5? Because you are in my video recently. And you know, speaking in a video is easier than standing up. Do you agree with me? Do you think recording yourself on a video, or maybe let me take a poll, you tell me, or speaking on a camera, record yourself, and speaking in public, in front of people, which one is harder? Right, please. Which one are you scared of more? Speaking, record yourself, like in a video, YouTube, like I do here, or standing up in front of real people? Which one is harder, do you think? Which one is harder? And I give you my opinion. Which one is harder? Video recording or appearing in front of real people? Speaking on camera is somehow easy. Okay. Public is what? Moonlight. Public is easier? Good evening, Fred. You are here. We are talking public speaking. Fred, when the teacher called on your name, how did you respond in class? When you didn't know the answer? Fred, let me see what people are saying. Speaking in public is harder. Standing in front of a camera is harder. Today is my birthday. Oh, happy birthday to me. Okay. Okay, let's say happy birthday to Fred. You don't have to tell us how old you are. You want to tell us? Happy birthday, Fred. Okay, today is my birthday. Good. Appearing in front of real people. Yes, appearing in public is harder for sure. Public is harder for sure. Okay, I think I agree with you. Public is harder, but camera is not easy either, because you know what? The reason why YouTube could be harder, because then it's the whole world watching. Because when you have just a few people, that group, whatever happened, if you embarrass yourself, you are just there. I mean, they are there. They're the only ones who know about it. But now you're telling the whole world. But the good thing with this kind, there is editing. Although me, I don't edit. It's rare that I cut out anything. Everything I say just goes. Okay, let's see. Appearing people stand in front of a camera seems easy. Okay, until you do it. Next time, Shamim, everyone is my witness now. In December, I'm hoping to ask for more videos. Did you see the ones they just sent? They were great. Let's put you number 1 on you, Namwanje. Namwanje. Is that Namwanje or Namwanje? Shamim, you are one on the list. Next time you hear me asking for videos, I'll put you number 1. So we'll see how you do. You think it's easy? Actually, it's not so easy, because you have to speak continuously. That's what makes it not easy. In fact, let me address this. You think speaking on a camera is easy? It's not easy because of what you say. You have to say continuously. You can't stop. Once you start speaking, you have to speak. That's why some people have scripts they read, because you have to be speaking some sense. You don't just speak. You speak, you are explaining something, you better know it, or you have to read it. That's the problem. You may think you just record, okay, record, but what are you saying? Now, what you are saying is where it becomes a problem, because it has to make sense, and that's why some people just read it. Who agrees with me? It may be harder also, because you have to be speaking things like from your mouth, and they're going, they may not make sense. Okay. Yes, it's not easy continuously, because when you are in front of people, maybe you can pause, you can do, but in a camera, you keep going, only if you're going to edit it. Live is actually easy for me because I'm just speaking to you. Live, only live if you are speaking about a topic, like you're giving facts and those kind of things. There are people, if you see them, most people are reading. They're reading, they put the laptops in front of them, but you don't see. You don't see that they're reading, but they're actually reading. It's very common, I see it on YouTube. Okay, live is hard because there is no editing. Yeah, no editing, public speaking continuous. Okay, Fred, you didn't give me the answer. We answered it. When the teacher called your name in school and you didn't know the answer, what did you say? How did you respond? Okay. We agreed, I think, there that speaking in front of a group is harder, and especially if it's an impromptu, like you are there, and especially if you are like somebody, like in a maybe a leader, then they pick on you to say something. Oh, can you give us a word? But the trick they say that when you are a leader somewhere and you go in a gathering, even if they didn't say you are going to speak, watch everything as people are speaking, because this is likely to come later. They don't call on you at the beginning. They call you a little bit later. So always observe what other people are saying. From that's where you get your content. That's what you say. Comment on what you've heard already. They say that's the impromptu way of dealing with impromptu speeches. Watch what they said and quote what they said and add in your 2 cents. You are done. Okay, speaking before a group. Okay, now we finished that. I could shy away, stand up and ask for an excuse. Really? That's interesting. We didn't get that kind of response. Most people said they wanted the ground to swallow them, or they're just quiet. Okay. Welcome, Musa Luanga. You are recognized. Now the next sphere. I hope the timekeepers are looking at the clock. We finished the speaking. We agreed that speaking in front of a group is harder. And some of you think you are doing good. I wish I could invite you. Those people who put a 4, those 4s, I want to see how you do. Okay, the fear of heights. Something high up there. Especially like you know people who climb and go up. You know that it's hard, like when you look down, you say, what? When I grew up there were so high mountains. We climb and go up. So who is fear of heights? 0 to 10. What's your number? And have you tried it? Have you tried to go up? Welcome, Joram. Welcome. The fear of heights. As strong as fear of heights. Put the number. You have to put from 0 to 10. If you are not scared at all, you put 0. If you're very scared, you put 10. Or if you're in the middle, put. We are going by numbers today. Wow. Okay. You can survive. Let's see. Ooh, some people are not scared. What? Commander Mastu, are you sure? So could you go climb mountain like which one? Renzori, those high mountains, and you could go up. You don't mind that? You can look down. I think looking down is when it's scary. Like you look down and say, what? It's like down. Okay. 5, 8. 10. Ooh, someone is really scared. It's like Musa is scared of heights. Who here comes from a mountainous area, like a rural? I grew up in the mountains, and not in mountains, but mountains were up. Like you could walk maybe 10 minutes and start climbing. So yeah, acrophobia. Acrophobia is what it's called. I'm sure. Really? 0 Akram, so you can climb. Some of us, Mitima, Yakaula. Are you sure you're not scared of heights? You are lucky. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But they say that if you have like other fears in your life, that you conquering the fear of heights can help you with other fears in your life. I see people who are going through depression and stuff. I'm not an expert, remember? They take them to those kind of things, adventures, where they make them climb and stuff, and they come back feeling better. So that's good. If you are good with heights, you are good. Now, here I come. The hiking is hell. What? Okay. What about the fear of insects and bugs? In fact, I'm going to add snakes too. I'm going to add snakes on that. Insects, bugs, snakes. For me, I vote. I'll put it in the chat. Insects and bugs, I'm a 0. I see them like nothing. I'm not scared at all. Insects and bugs. Then for snakes, let me vote for snakes. Snakes, I'm going to put. Maybe I put, it depends on the size. I could put maybe a 3. I killed snakes when I was young. There's those little black ones. I'm not scared. Only when it's big, killing it is hard. You have to hit the head. But I grew up in a village, so I'm not very scared of snakes, but I know they're dangerous. Let's see snakes. 0. Okay, 0 means you're not scared. Insects I fear 4. Snakes 7. Snakes, Sophia, 10 for both. Snakes 5. Who had snakes 10? Moonlight 10. Colin, what do you have 0 for? For insects or for snakes? Put them separate because I'm more interested in snakes actually. Because if you are not fearful of snakes, then you are not fearing insects, right? And insects and what they call bugs. Okay, snake 0. So you can kill a snake. Oh my, okay. 10, I can agree. Anyone is supposed to be scared of snakes. By the way, did I mention that we have snakes in America? We even see them outside our house. Like you are there trying to plant some plant things. You dig, and you find a black snake. That surprised me. Like right here. Snakes 2. I want to talk to people. Okay, so Mastu, you are not scared of heights, but you're scared of what? Snakes 5. Let me ask you before I even go to snakes. I'm going to stay here a little bit. Who is scared of insects and bugs? Because that one, I need to know why they're scared of them. Please, if you are just put yes to insects and bugs, that you are scared. You're scared of insects and bugs, or maybe put a number, whatever. You respond, I'm watching. I'm asking. Acrophobia, the fear of insects. Oh, girls fear even houseflies. Really? Why do you say girls? I think even men could. You'd be surprised. Who is scared of insects, bugs? I'm not one of them. I'm not, but I see even my daughters, they jump when they see something is not dangerous. Why? I fear cockroaches. Wow, I'm not scared of enemy either. Caterpillars, insects, yes, caterpillars. But caterpillar can burn your skin. You have to be careful. We used to put paraffin when you get the what? The caterpillars. When it gets on your skin, you put paraffin because it itches. It's really okay. Yeah, no, you're not scared. Okay, so now I want those who are not scared of snakes. Have you killed a snake? If you're not scared of a snake, those people who put 0. I put 3, I didn't put 0. Because when it's bigger, it's harder. It could turn around and bite you. And you could die from a snake biting you. Do you know that they use black stones to do that, to get out the... Who is familiar with what I'm talking about? Like if a snake bites you, they put a black stone, they have you have to tie. Now you're getting to solutions. To tie, to make sure that it doesn't move up, the poison. And then they also put the black stone. Who knows about what I'm talking about? Young ones only cause aren't scary. Okay, the young snakes. Girls fear even the rats? Yeah, rats, no. I'm not scared of rats. Rats, no. I'm familiar with blackstone. Yes, the blackstone. So when we were in the village and had a family that had a blackstone, that's where you rush quickly to get it. But you have to tie to make sure the blood is not moving to come to the whole body. First aid of snakes biting. Now, I was about to ask you about who knows, while we are on this topic, who knows the difference between a rat and a mouse? A rat and a mouse. Tell me the difference between a rat and a mouse. Because I learned about that recently. I didn't know. I thought they were all, like when you said mouse and when you said rat, the same thing. I mean mouse. And rat. Who knows the difference? I'm familiar. Okay, good. Young ones. Who knows the difference between a rat and a mouse? Okay, what is the difference? Anyone who knows, we come here to learn. You learn from all different kind of ways. Let's see. How many of you know that? Maybe I need to ask you. Who doesn't know the difference? As we get an answer. Who doesn't know the difference between a mouse and a rat? Have you even seen them? Do you know what they look like? I'm waiting. Every fear, snakes, only the degree diverse. Yeah. That's why for me I said that I could be scared of the bigger snakes, but not the small one. The small one is not dangerous, they say. Mouse can't climb. Rats are larger and heavier, while mouse are slender and lighter. But do you agree with that? That mouse, they can't climb? They just walk? So when you have a mice, they're not dangerous? Is that what you're saying? I can't differentiate them. Yeah, I wrote it already. Oh, you wrote it already. What did you write? I'm going back now to see it. Yeah, no, I got that. Rats are larger and heavier. Well, but are they the same? Because you could say this one is younger and this one is older, but are they the same thing? Alhamdulillah, Taskin, Alhamdulillah, I'm okay. A rat is small, yet a mouse is bigger. No, I think that's the opposite. Ashraf, I think that's the opposite, what you're saying. Look at what Kathy said up there. That rats are larger and heavier. I think that's the answer, maybe. A rat is small. I think a mouse is small. But are they the same thing? Is it just a bigger version of the other? I was told they're different. They're not the same. Okay, that was the by the way. Okay, number, we did insects and bugs. Our time is almost over. Who is, we're going to stop on this one, I think. Let's see. No, I could pick out another one here. Okay, who is scared of deep water? Like when you go swimming, me. I put deep water. I'm like a 5. Because when I go to a swimming pool, I make sure I stop where I can stand. I don't want. I'm scared of going deeper. Who is scared? Yeah, I see 11 minutes left. Let's see how we go. No, it's not 11 minutes. No, it's less than 11 minutes. It's actually maybe. Mice are smaller than rats, and rats are more aggressive. I think so. I agree with that. Although before I thought maybe some were younger and the other were older, but are they the same species though? Are they the same thing? Rats and mice, so they're very, very different. I know I'm not, okay, I'm a swimmer. I don't feel any water depth. Oh my God. So you were 0. I'm very scared. Me, I just put my number. I stop where I can stand. When it goes to, I know, and you know, it's a culture thing they say. This swimming is the generational thing. Swimming is a new thing, even in Uganda. Who agrees with me? Black people, here in America, they're learning to swim. It's a new generational thing. The older people, they were not swimming. It's the white people. I hope I'm saying this right, but I think it's true. The old people, the white people were normally the ones who were used to swimming. So, but now, the newer generations, they swim. So I went just to swim for safety. Like, so I need to learn how to float, and that's it. But I don't enjoy it. My daughters love it. I was joking with one of them that she needs to go to the Olympics because she's doing these styles and she's learning these tricks. I said, I voted for you, Olympics. Okay, let's see. Yes, they are the same. Okay, we did that. But both rodents. Okay, we are learning rodents now. I didn't know that. Okay, Kathy, what do you study in school? What are your subjects? You seem to be knowledgeable. What do you study? Shafi, I missed your glasses. Where have you been, Shafi? I don't see you even on cash flow. You know, we've been reading the book. That's how you got to know me. I don't see you anymore. What happened? I don't see you. What's Bangladesh going? What's going on? Ziwa is at 8. So you don't swim? Omar, you don't swim? Go ask Fred, take you swimming. You need it. You have to save yourself. Okay. Doreen is good. Okay. Hey, Shafiq, yeah. Okay, Shaf Candy, 5. I'm very busy in present time. Oh, we miss you here. You know you are unique. When you show up, we see you. Let me say about everyone has her darkest fear. For me, my darkest fear is snakes. I remember when I visited Uganda, reptile village on my training, I woke up when I was in hospital. What? Was that a dream or it was real? I'm in a national school, so all subjects are compulsory. Oh, okay. Good for you. Good for you, Kathy. And I see you are a true go-getter. I have not enough time to see all. It's okay, but I don't see you even on one. You know, when you watch, Shafi, when you watch, put a comment. That's how I know. I don't swim. You have to swim. You have to swim. I need your number, sis. No, my number, you know how to get it. I told you, I've been communicating with you in Facebook. And I think I already gave you a link. It all goes through a link. You have to click and add your email. That's how it works. I'm talking to you, Nakalema. Okay, madam, time is up. Woo, time is up. Okay. Aula is here. I didn't see Aula. Oh, he just came here. Aula, you are late. You are leader. You should be here on time. Okay. Ashraf Muhammad, Aula. Now, that's sad because I really wanted to do one more. What do we do? I wanted to do one more so we can do the rest. Swimming is good for you. Please, it's good also for like exercise. It's also good so you can survive. In case something happens, you land yourself in water, you survive, you swim. So go learn how to swim. Okay, that's my message for you there. Those of you who are scared of water. I'm going to do one more, then we stop. Dark. Who is scared of darkness? I think it's not going to be you. You are in Africa. You shouldn't be scared of darkness. Who is scared of darkness? And why did I say Africa? For some reason, maybe because we grow up where there's no electricity and stuff like that, we shouldn't be scared of the dark. Who is scared of the dark? Give me 0 to 10, and that will be the last one. We'll continue next time. 0 to 10. Dark, I'm 0. I'm 0, 0. Especially if I know it's safe, like I'm not worried about thieves or stuff on the street. I'm not scared of the dark. Oh, Doreen's number. Okay, sorry. Doreen's number, but don't exchange it here, not here. Find each other in Facebook, please. Facebook, Instagram. Okay, that's where you're gonna exchange numbers, not here. Okay, Sophia Nyende. I didn't know Sophia was here. Welcome. 2. So someone is scared of the dark. Why? What do you think is gonna happen? Assuming, you know this fear. That's where the dark. I think this definition they give us works. The false evidence appearing real. I think because when you're in the dark, you imagine all kinds of things. So for those of you who are scared of the dark, why are you scared of the dark? Sophia, only one person? The rest are not. Me, I'm 0 also. Abulba Sentongo, welcome. Why are you scared of the dark? Night dancers. I think those were night dancers. What do they call them? Nizimu. What's that in English? They was talking about things happening, but I don't think that was true. I think they were just liars. Are they there really? They are there? You are not young people. You know about night dancers? they exist. They talk about night dancers. Okay, so Sophia, I gave you a chance to tell us why you are scared of. Okay, Ashraf Muhammad, you are scared of outside, not from a man. I thought you'd be the one not to be scared, right? Night appearance. So yes, ghosts. That's the word. Yeah, people say they met ghosts. I don't know who had ever heard of those stories. Appearing of that the night dancers, they do exist. Wow. I thought the world has changed because night dancers were associated with people who what? I don't want to say that here. Maybe Google is gonna. YouTube may not like the language. Okay, so this is what we are left with. I'm ending this one. The fear of the dark, I think, was the one most of you were not worried about. So sickness. Oh no. We're going to go on the 4 left for next time. So next time we left 4. We'll deal with those, and then we'll go into solutions. Discard C. solutions of fear. But most of all, for those of you who may not come back here, most of the solutions or about fear is to do with taking action. Taking action. Because as you do it, you get less scared. If you're scared of water, go learn to swim. As you swim more and more, you get better. So some of the things are really phobias. You know phobia? People have anxiety and phobia. And we didn't even talk about the advantages of, as I'm closing this, let's talk briefly, the advantages of fear. What do you think God created us, all of us, to have some fear in us? How can fear be good for you? Generally, fear. Being, not just go, being like have fear. What do you think is the advantage of having fear? For darkness, I don't know, because I think it's getting used to it. Because when you are young, when you grow up in the village, you see this. I don't know, because that could be a kind of phobia. Because when it's a phobia, phobia, when someone is just scared of, like something affects them in a very different way, very scared of something that you would see as normal, but you can get phobia, or the definition of phobia. But if it's a phobia, I think that then it's complicated. People who know how to heal people with phobias, they can do it in a second. They can teach you how to solve it in a second, because it's a false fear, the phobia. But I'm not an expert, remember I told you? But if you grew up in a village, you're just used to seeing the dark. But although you see trees, you think they're people. Plantation, you think there are people. You just get used to it, I guess. Let me see what you people are typing. Okay, it can help me because, yes, you become cautious. Yes, fear helps to prepare well. Yes, that's good. Act of respect. Act of respect. Or you are talking about fear in a different way, Nakalema. What do you mean, act of respect? We're talking about being scared, being vigilant. Yes. Sometimes not to get embarrassed. Prepare. Yes. I think fear can empower some people to do great things. Yes. I get that. Okay. Let's see. Sometimes not to get embarrassed. I think fear, I read that. John says, it keeps you alert. Yes. Helps one make right decisions for self-improvement. Fear discourages your going astray from all. You always keep on with godly land. Okay, that's another angle. That's good. Being vigilant. Protection from some bad things, yeah. Fear makes us act while cautious, knowing that something bad might happen. Yes. Protect you. Fear helps you get stronger emotionally after overcoming it. Yes. And when you see next week, come back. When we cover the 4 I left, we'll see why being scared can be a very good thing. Okay, now we continue with this. Continue to be continued. I'm starting on the questions now. But I have to say to all of you, please, this channel, come every day. We are here daily, okay? Come daily. I want to see your names on the videos, like all kinds of videos, especially the only video I would say you shouldn't care about is the YouTube tips, the one I do on Monday. But sometimes I'm actually sharing something interesting. Like you as a viewer, you could be interested. You say, what? They do that? Because we have what we call YouTube analytics. So in the back of every channel, you can go see, like now, I can go see you people. Like, okay, where are they watching from? How old were they? All that stuff is in there. So when you're a YouTuber, you have to learn to read the analytics. That's what I do on Monday. I share tips on analytics. I did that a lot last year, a whole, like I think 11, 12 videos. But now I'm doing it in a different angle. I don't show up. I used to teach them on the board. But now I just share. I just show you how to find things. Where are they from? Which video is the best? Which video are they watching the longest? How many minutes are they watching? All that is showing. If I told you, those of you who appeared in my video, do you know how I know who was more popular? People, they watch that person more. It's very interesting. Like maybe you had more fun, they came back and saw you. Oh, but my video will show like this. It shows who they are watching most. I remember telling Aula, when you appeared in my first video, they watched Aula the most, and who? Agaba and Aula were watched the most in my first video. I'm not gonna say who was watched most in this one. I just wanted to show you that it shows. Like, especially if I don't put those timestamps. You saw me. I went in and put where everyone is. So right now, when you go to that video, you can skip. But if I don't allow you to skip, maybe you just search for people. So you have to watch it. Then it showed me which part they love the most. Okay. Time for money. So tell me, who didn't get data? Who lives in Uganda and didn't get data? I need to know. Who didn't get data? I'll mark it here. Please put in the chat. Fear is not good everywhere. Actually, Mr. James, fear is good. You have to have a little fear, or you're gonna be doing embarrassing things and stuff. Fear stops you. It makes you step back. Like everyone, God created everyone with that kind of fear. Okay? If you're not scared, there's something missing in your body, baby. Okay, let's see people who didn't get data. Aula, are you watching? People who said they didn't get data. Aula was in charge of data. So Joram, but Joram, you are not here, I think. Were you here as well? You are not. Oh yeah, yes, you are there. Joram, I think you qualified for other things. You are not reached. We had not captured your number. That's why. So Joram, no data. I'm writing. So Joram is number one. Fred. Number three. Kawana Must, were you here though? The people who didn't get data, they have to be on my list first. You have communicated with me in Facebook. I don't think Kabanda did. Kabanda Must did it. You have to find me in Facebook and connect with me first. Okay, I received data and called back the number and it wouldn't go through. I wondered where it came from. The data came from us. It came from us, Sophia. Yeah, so even me. Ashraf Muhammad, you didn't get data? Make a list, Aula. Make a list of those people. But Ashraf, were you here? Were you here last time? Were you here? Yes, you are, right? Okay, we'll take care of that. That means those will get a little extra. We got only 3 people. I didn't get data. Jerome, Frederick. Kabana Mas, you are not qualifying yet. You have to find me in Facebook. Send me a message. You have to enter your email. You have to get to me with your phone number. There is a process. Okay, that's good. You get data. I will take a note. Now I'm going to the questions and being mindful that we finish quickly. The timekeepers. Let's do this in 20 minutes. What time is Magharib in Uganda? You are there. I didn't say you were not there. I said you didn't contact me. Kabanda Mastu. You didn't contact me. You have to go to Facebook, find me, send me a message, befriend me, ask for friendship. I send you, and many of you don't follow the instructions I give you. I say, please click the link, add your email. It takes you forever. You are putting your numbers in Facebook. Please don't do that. And don't put your email in Facebook. Click the link I send you, add your email, you get my number in an email from me. That's how it works, okay? Oh, Magharib is 6:41. Don't tell me we are going to do what we did last time. No, let's try to fit. That's Adhan, I think. That's Adhan. Okay, let's finish it. Let's finish it. We're not doing this again. Time. We are finished in 20 minutes, okay? Timekeepers, 20 minutes, okay? Put 20 minutes on the clock. I'm going quick. I have 6. 1, 2. I have 6 questions, but I have like 7, 8 questions, but we're gonna do it quick. Now, I'm going to choose A few leaders. Do we have Julie? Julie, are you here? Type Julie if you are here. Doreen, type if you are here. Kathy, type if you are here. And Moonlight. Those 4 people, you're going to confirm when I read the last name. When I read the people I saw as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to confirm that you are seeing the same people I'm seeing. All of you, please set your chart to show all charts. What happened, all those people who've been coming saying I was number 1, I was number 2, your chart is set different. Make sure it's showing all the charts. Because you're seeing yourself, you're not seeing the others. Make sure you're seeing all the charts. Today, I'm not staying here to say we are arguments. They're not arguments. We finish the winners and we move on. Okay? Agreed? I named Doreen is here. Kathy is here. Where is Julie? Julie's not here. Okay. Doreen, Kathy, and Moonlight. You 3, I want you to take a look at your charts. When I say these are the names I see, confirm to me that these are the names you see also. So we confirm every number. Oh, you are... No, I said Julie. Kathy is fine. And Doreen is fine. It's here. What? Why are you saying Doreen? I mean Doreen Akiro. Is that how you say it? I try to avoid it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. One time you're going to record it for me so I'd say it right. Yes. Okay, let's go. Some questions. The first question doesn't have any money or anything. We're not giving anything. But I just wanted to warm you up. So here is the warm-up question. Remember, Kathy, Doreen, Moonlight, you're confirming with me on the ones that are important, okay? What do you admire about Robert Kiyosaki? Just type anything. I recently just read more about Robert Kiyosaki. What do you admire? Even from just listening to what he's telling us in these books. What do you admire? Put just one thing quickly. We are moving. What do you admire about Robert Kiyosaki? For me, I admire him for the courage. I admire him for the experience. I admire him for the insight. Because he sees things very differently. So I admire him a lot. Maybe because he was very smart. You know, he was a pilot. He's a smart man. So he would see the future. I admire him for studying history. I admire him a lot. Yeah, he wrote 19 books. Let's see. Resilience, educator, he's an investor. He's 19 books, yeah. His commitment and his courage, his Moonlight? Janet, do you call Robert Kiyosaki Moonlight? Financial knowledge and experience. He's an educator. Admire him about his inspirational ways of hard work. Yes, he puts himself out. I admire him for the experience. I admire his straight talk, his knowledge, wisdom, his experience in business, his perspective on money and investing. That's, I think, a great answer, that one. His perspective on money and investing. What else? Let's see. And his courage, because his dad was a PhD man, but his courage to follow a guy who was an 8th grader. You know, those people who read this one, you know about Rich Dad. He's an 8th grader. If you're in Uganda, that's P1. If you're in America, 8th grade. It's like he didn't go to school. How did he know all these things? I admire him for his skills and knowledge, entrepreneur, his intelligence, his entrepreneur skills, his perspective, way of thinking. The style of teaching. That's what made me read books. When I started to get out this book, I intended to share because I knew it was a great book. I ended up failing to pick out what to share and what not to share. I ended up reading it. It wasn't planned. I intended to share important points. I ended up reading page by page because he was having conversation. He was doing all these things. I said, I can't skip. I kept going. Okay. Yes, he's one of the best sellers, style of teaching, perspective. Okay, now the free stuff is over. Now we're going to pick. I'm generous today. I'm picking the first 5. And we have 4 questions. 4 questions with the first 5. So we don't have so many people today. Each one of you, if you have statistics, No, people who know about probability, the probability of winning is what? I don't know. If I have 4 questions, and the chance of winning, well, you have five winners for every question, what are the chances of winning? Who knows that? Probability. You have to know probability to answer that one. But let's focus on this, okay? Here in the first question, put yes, yes, yes. Mindful that some people are about to pray. So put yes, ready, 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 ready. So I can read number 1. Ready, 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 ready. I want to make sure everyone is ready. We're going quick, quick, quick. Okay, continue. Let's see who is here, because that helps us to know who is here. When you put ready, ready, we go back to this chart and see who was really here, especially when you are giving data. So look, please put ready if you're going to participate. Okay, are you done? Because if you don't get data, I'm going to use this Aula. You're going to use this chart today. Aula, but Moonlight also, be steady. This chart is how we're going to decide who's getting data. All these people who put ready. Ready, ready, at the beginning. Everyone who was here deserves to get some data, but just being here, even if you don't win. Okay? So, are we done? Okay, including the ones who put yeah, okay? All those who qualify to get data, Aula. You look at that, you look at the beginning, where everyone said ready, everyone qualifies to get data. Now, let's get ready. I'm reading questions. The 5 people, Kathy, Doreen, and Moonlight, you are confirming with me. All the rest, please don't. Let's not all participate to overcrowd it. I'll ask only those 4. You agree with me? Yes, we move on. Okay, question number 1. According to Robert Kiyosaki, a journey, please don't put answers until I say respond. According to Robert Kiyosaki, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with, put your answers, the first 5. We're taking the first 5. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with okay, I think I'm gonna say stop, because to make this faster, we know you know the answer, maybe you don't know the answer, but once after we get the first 5 who got it right, we move on to make it faster. Okay, I'll give you a chance on the last one to say anything you want, but for these, once we get the first 5, we move on, okay? Now, let me see what I'm saying. I'm seeing, I see a few wrong answers. Most of them were correct. To tell you a step, what? The answer, 1 step is not correct. 1 step was the statement he was debuting. He was saying he prefers this one. He doesn't like the 1 step. So, Sophia Nyende, that's not correct. The 1 step is the one he was saying that he prefers this one we're talking about. Okay, so let's see. We'll have welcome Habiba Kaga. Habiba Kaga, you have to be careful. In fact, I'm going to disqualify you because you didn't appear anywhere. By the way, avoid this. Avoid coming just on a portion when I'm reading the book, when I'm reading the answers. So Habiba, you are disqualified for that reason. We've been discussing all this. I didn't see your name, and I see it now. No, you cannot just time coming to the books. So all of you who think you're gonna do that, no. You have to. If you see someone showing up now, and they didn't discuss the whole discussion we had, please let me know. I'll disqualify them for that. Now the toughness in me is here, because I have to be fair. We've been discussing things. We didn't see people. Then we see them showing up now. let me know when you see someone winning who didn't participate in the earlier discussion. Okay? You know I'm tough. So let's see. I'm going back. Habiba is disqualified for that reason. You cannot be here to win just. You have to be here to learn. We discussed fear. I didn't see your name at all. And I know you personally, by the way. But doesn't really matter. I have to be fair. Okay, so let's see, where are we? I'm not seeing names that didn't participate in discussion. Starting from today going onwards. Someone has to be here. So alert me when you see someone fluking. Used to call it fluking in school. Okay, where are we now? Single step. Habiba would have been number 1, but she's disqualified for that reason. No. Actually, it was Kathy. No. Baby. What was the answer? Actually, the answer was specific. Many of you may fail it. He said a baby step. A baby step. So if you are looking for a baby step, let's see where we find. It's good I wrote it here. So a baby step would be Kathy. Kathy, you are number 1. In fact, Kaga, I was even talking about you for nothing. You didn't get it right. It's a baby step. So who wrote a baby step? It's going to take a while to find a baby step. He meant a baby step. Okay, I found another one. Another one is Joel. Please, when I'm reading that book, I don't know if it's clear, try to get the words. A baby step. Joram was number 2, a baby step. Sandra. A baby step, I like Cassandra. I thought baby step was correct at first when I saw it, but then I realized that's not what he said. A baby step, Doreen. Number 5, baby step, Rwanga Mosa. So that's where it stops. Although I feel bad for you, Sean. You got it correct, but you didn't. You're not in the 5. So Rwanga Musa is number 5. Who agrees with me? If I made a mistake, tell me. I don't think so. A baby step. I have Kathy, number 1, Joram Joel, then number 3, Alakad, right? Doreen, number 4, Ranga Musa, number 5. That's all I got. Who had the dispute over that? Because we have to solve it right now. That was Sandra, number 3. Anyone with an issue? We are moving to number 2. Okay, you see what? Let's see. My network is poor. I'm so sorry, Wengi, sorry. Rwanga wrote baby step. Rwanga is not a baby. No, that's fine. That's fine. As long as they didn't say baby steps. If you said baby step, I'll take that because that's what he intended. Robert was saying a step, a baby step. 1. I think it's okay. Time for Salah. Yes, it's singular. So, okay. I'm going to number 2. I'm yet to finish this. You're going to pray. Hopefully, Margaret allows another 10 minutes. You can pray. So, number 2, because I'm not coming back on. Okay, number 2, here it is. Okay, this is like a statement, a whole statement. Just listen as I read. Robert said, you have to walk before you can run. The path Robert recommends, Robert recommends the path and says you have to walk before you can run. But then he says, but if you don't like it, you can do what millions of other people who want to get rich quickly, fast and either way, what they do. which is what? The millions of other people who want to get rich quickly. The fast and easy way. What do? Although that's not what Robert recommends. 5 people. The first 5. Okay, I think we got 5, right? Why were people putting wisdom? I don't know why. Because he said if you don't want to follow what he said of walking before you can run, you can do what other millions of people do who want to get rich quickly, and that is wisdom. I don't know why you have wisdom as an answer. I think I'm confused. Okay, Zuleika is number 1. Buy a Robert. The answer is buy a lottery ticket. So Zuleika. Number 2 is anyone who said lottery ticket this time, I'll take it because that's what it means. Charles Wasaja. Anyone who mentioned lottery ticket will get it. It didn't matter if we send you out. Alaska, Sandra. Then who else? Janet. Yeah, Janet, number 4. Who's number 5? Doreen. Am I okay? Doreen is number 5. The good thing is number 6 didn't win. I would have felt bad. I put Sean right here on the side because there I stopped on there. He was number 6. That's not a promise. I'm just noting. Okay, number 6 was wrong. If you fall, you buy back. Okay, I'm moving on, please. Number 3. Question number 3. That was buy a lottery ticket. I know many of you got it right, but we had to take on the Fatuma. I was about to read the name Fatuma. We have to take on the 5, please. Let's try this other one. Now, this one is going to be a little bit tricky because you have to give all 3. All 3 in one sentence. All 3 in one sentence. True learning requires 3 kinds of learning. You have to list all 3. The first 5. True learning requires 3 kinds of learning. True learning, according to Robert, requires 3 kinds of learning. They all have to come in one line. Don't break up the words. They have to come in one line. Okay, I think you got 5. Please stop. Please stop. You can feel good by putting the answer, but me, I'm already looking. You can continue typing, but I won't get to it. I think I found the 5 already. So it's lottery, mentally, physically. Yeah, Zuleika was number 1. Number 2 was Habiba. That's good. Number 3 was Musalwanga. But how about that check? I think I'll go back. Maybe I need to do it now. Anyone who didn't appear in the first part of fear, and you see them here, and they're winning a lot, we have to check them. Musalwanga is number 3. Charles Wasaja is number 4. And number 5 is who? Alaka. Okay. I'm moving on to number 4. Remember, people are going to pray. This one, still 5. The first 5. Quickly. A person who continually searches for the right answer is often afflicted with the disease known as a person who's always searching for the right answer and is like continues looking for the right answer is often afflicted with the disease called known as 5. Just one. It's just one. Okay. Continue. 5. When we get to 5, we go. You people are very smart. Remember I told you we have to tell Robert about this? What we do here? He doesn't know. Okay. Musa Rwanga, number 1. Analysis, paralysis. Yes. 2. Number 2 was Fred. Number 3 is like number 4 is Doreen. Number 5 is, sorry Angela, that didn't finish all of it. So we go to Kathy. You put halfway. Sorry about that. I'll go back and maybe take a look at all of you who are doing your very best. But let's first finish this. Now, I'm slowing down now. I'm going to ask anyone with the correct answer. And this is data. I'm done with money. I'm going to data. So those people who win, we'll see how to, the challenge we had was that he could not buy more than 1 gig because it expires. So we're thinking about maybe today we can buy you is it 1.6? What is it, Aula? The one that gives them 4.5. Maybe we can do that. Let's see how we do it today. If we do a good job, we intentionally bought only 1 gig. But now he could buy you a little more. Let's see. Let's do number 5. But this is all of you. All of you, if you can get it right, I'm going to be looking who is going to be, how we give data now. Long-term financial success is not measured by how big your stride is, but by what? He put 3 things. By that he didn't even list them. I was like reading and I saw them. So long-term financial success is not measured by how big your stride is, but by what? Any you mention is fine. Any you mention is fine. There are 3. Like financial success, long-term financial success is measured by, don't confuse it with when he talked about poor people and rich people. This is Isaac. I think we realize why you see like that. It's the chart. It's the way your chart is. This time I'm not taking any disputes. It's the way your chart is the settings of your chart. The other one was a mistake. Isaac, when I agreed with you, it was a mistake. It's the way your chart is. We spent time last time analyzing this. So when you see something different, it's because of the setting of your chart. Isaac, I'm not reviewing anything. Those are my final answers. Okay, number of steps. Okay, let's see what we got here. Number of steps, years, and direction. Yep. And who first gave that answer? No, but this is not a money question, though. Number of steps, we have Sandra. I'll still name you. I have number 1 with the right answer. Then we have number of steps, years, and direction. Yes, Charles Wasaja. Number of steps. Let's see what the others say. Number of steps, years, and direction. Number of steps, years. Okay. Zulaika, you means direction. Then number of steps. Yes, years and direction. Number of steps, years, direction. Number of steps, years, direction. Steps, years, direction. Steps, years, direction. Okay. We'll see, Aula. We'll see if we can get them the 4.5, the gigs. Number of steps and years. Yes, and direction, Ashraf. Number of steps, years, and direction. You could be moving backwards, taking steps backwards. That's why this guy is smart. You better be facing that way, where you're going. Number of steps, number of years, and direction. Yes. Number of steps, number of years, steps. Direction, direction. Long-term vision and plan. Actually, that's not what it was, Akira. We are talking number of years, steps, direction. Yes. Okay. Very, very good, actually. Because I had to get that from deep. It wasn't like obvious. Okay. Now I'm reading the last part. We are doing the last part so people can go pray. And still, we're going to give you data. If I'm able to finance it, I'll send you data. That's the 4.5, whatever, gigs. But please, I think when I do this, then the next time, I'll just give one. We're going to be switching it. So be careful. When I give you this kind, the next time, we'll go back to the one. Because it's really expensive. Okay, number 6. This is the question. Number of steps and direction. Okay. He said this one is just for fun. Let's end this with this. But those of you who want to go pray, you can go pray. You'll still get the data. You don't have to wait for this. I don't want you to be the one to be blamed as the one who stopped you from praying. You can go, but you can hear the question and leave. You don't have to really answer. You still get it. A study done of rich and poor all around the world found that people born into poverty eventually became wealthy. These people, regardless of where they lived, they possessed 3 qualities. And this gives us hope. If you can do these 3 things, then you can do it too. So what are the 3 qualities? I excuse those who have to go pray. You don't have to be here. Please go. We will send you data. And those who want money, you win the money. You get the money. 3. Actually, the things are 3. You could name 1, but there are 3. Yeah, long-term vision and plan. So now that Robert has told us what we need, you better write that down. Those 3 things we all need, because we were all considered coming from poverty, right? Is any one of you rich? Maybe you come from a rich family. I'm not. I don't. So I need to take these 3 points. Yeah. Long-term vision, believing gratification, use the power of compound. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. In fact, for those of you who want us to discuss, those who are not going to pray, we can discuss these points. Because these points are so important. That's what we need right now. We need them. Okay, continue. Maintain long-term vision and plan. Use the power of compounding. Continue, please, because these are very, very important points. Because these books, I'm not reading the book for fun. We are learning. And I feel that this is really, really relevant to all of us, except if you have a very rich person right here. If you are born in a rich family, please, you don't have to be here. Maybe you don't need this. But also you need the last part. There is the last part I'm about to say. You may be rich today. They maintain long-term vision and plan. They believe in delayed gratification and use the power of compounding. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Malaysia, are you still in the house? Malaysia, you are excused. I haven't talked about you. It's midnight, your time. We can say bye-bye to you. Midnight, you can sleep. Moonlight, you can sleep if you feel sleepy. If you can be with us, that's fine. But if you feel sleepy, you can leave. Maintain long-term vision and plan. For those of you who want to be here, we're going to discuss this a little more because it's so important. Ready for what? Did you all give your answers? Let's see. Many people went to pray. Let me see who answered. Wow. You all, I hope you're all taking this away. Please, this is practical stuff. This is practical information. Get it from the person who has done it. Maintain, all of you did very well. Maintain long-term vision and a plan. You need to have a plan. A plan. Please, can you get a pen and write? You need a long-term plan. What's your long-term plan? And then you need to believe in delayed gratification. What that means, you don't just spend money today. I mean, delay. For example, this man, rich dad, those of you who have read the story, he used to drive around in an old pickup truck. And his house was a regular house. But he was already making the money. But he delayed because he knew that spending money, a lot of money on a brand new car, or spending a lot of money on a big house, that wasn't, it would take him backwards. Remember the disadvantages of those things? So he knew what he was doing. He was investing, but when he was ready, he was ready to buy the cars cash, the houses cash. I mean, that's what they mean by delayed gratification. But if you want to have all these nice things right now, instead of using this money for capital to put in your business, whatever you're doing, especially you young people, when you get out, I know, you want to look good, you want to wear I don't know, in Uganda they do designers shoes, all those kind of things. Do you know, I hear about parents, they buy shoes or clothes for their students, I mean, students who are still students, they refuse to wear them because they're not name brand. Who does that when you're still in high school? You're still in high school, we're choosing, you don't make any money, but you are choosing. Now, do you know what Robert Kiyosaki will say to you? How can I afford it? Okay, you want to buy the brand things, those name brands? Go work a part-time job. You want to buy these shoes that cost $500? Then go work and get it. But not from the money of the parents giving you. That's what delayed gratification is. And then he's talking about the power of compounding. Now compounding, although I don't agree with that too much, although he put it in the information also. Because compounding is about something adding up and adding up. Because like for interest here, or people who believe in interest, if we put like $10,000 and then it gets interest 10%, then it becomes 11,000. Then 11,000 gets another interest 10%. It keeps compounding. That's what he means. Adding on. But then he's used it also to mean like information. If you are learning something and keep adding on and adding on, it's compounding also. So maybe you need to take out the word compounding. It doesn't necessarily mean the interest. The interest part is the one I don't like much, but I don't like to do. But the other ways, whatever you do, like as you gain experience, whatever you're doing is compounding. That's what he was meaning. Now, for those of you who are still here, there was the last part he said. That many rich families who lose most of their wealth after only 3 generations, they possess 3 qualities. Who wants to work, have fun with it? Have fun with that one. He said those people who are rich, you see, you hear them named, oh, those people, they used to be rich. Now, I'll give you an example. Now, we all know BMK, who just died in Uganda. So, he did very well. Now, are those people going to keep the money? So, he's saying that 3 generations later, the money may not be there. And it will be lost because of 3 reasons. Who wants to participate? Who wants to participate in this? They lose the money because of why? Why will the money disappear from the rich people after 3 generations? You know, by the time it gets to 3 generations, the real people who started the whole thing, they're not here anymore. It's with children and grandchildren, and then it's lost. But you have people who knew how to manage it here in USA. You hear the Ford, all those people with the big names in America, they kept it. They still have it. They didn't lose it after the founders died. So, who wants to answer this one? That many rich families who lose most of their wealth after only 3 generations possess 3 qualities. So you don't answer when there's no money. It was for fun. Who knows the answer? All of you who are still here. Who knows the answer? It comes from the other one. The other one is the opposite. What do they do? How do they lose the money? Is anyone typing? We didn't talk about tomorrow, by the way. If anyone wants to come tomorrow, affiliate marketing, earning money, or we skip? Yes. Oh, you are very, very late. Rashid Mutebi is very, very late. Yes, they have a plan and they delay. No. Oh, short-term vision. They don't have a plan. Okay, they have short-term visions. They have a desire for immediate gratification, and they abuse the power of compound. That's perfect. Yes, the opposite of what we want to do. These people do the what? And do you know what? It happens. Maybe you know someone. You know a family. You know how you know they used to be rich? You see the house. Like you say, oh, that person used to be rich, but the money is gone. It's gone. They didn't maintain it. To maintain it is a challenge, especially if you're not the first person who started the whole thing. Maybe you got it from your father or grandfather. You don't know how they were doing, what they were doing to maintain it. Now you come and say, by the way, I know a friend who lost it like that, who was meant to be the heir. Is it heir? How you say it? And this was a lot of money. He just finished Makerere University. This was a lot of money. And the way he was spending it, it's gone. It's not there anymore. I won't say names, but it's right there in Uganda. So, who else had an answer? Joram, they don't have a good plan. they have short-term vision. They have a desire for immediate gratification, and they abuse the power of compounding. So they are not good with the money. Okay? So anyone wants to come tomorrow? Tomorrow I want to talk to people who want to go on Zoom. If you want to be on Zoom with me, by the way, even right now, anyone who wants to come on Zoom, I can take you on Zoom and then skip tomorrow. Some of you are not listening to what I'm announcing and may miss it tomorrow. Tomorrow I may not show up at all, but I may show up maybe later for the Sunday morning, for the Sunday morning one. But anyone who wants to go on Zoom, put in the chat. If you want to be on Zoom, I could even take you a few minutes from now, and then we call it a day. We skip tomorrow. Who want to see, to talk to you? If you want me to talk to you about this program, Partner with Anthony and Legendary Marketer, the ones I promote, you can put in the chat, or you can just find me on Facebook, but it depends. I could go to Zoom, like in the next 30 minutes, for anyone who wants. Even less. Anyone or no? Because tomorrow may not. No, not tomorrow. I think tomorrow I may not appear at all. I may not appear because it will not be a new message. I've covered most of the messages. Tomorrow, if you could do it like later, because I think I'm only if you're a few people, maybe I could do it around maybe 5 or earlier than 5, but I don't feel like doing it tomorrow. If anyone wants to come on Zoom today, I can come today. I have a project that I have to finish, and it won't be here at home. I will be out. I'll be out, so I'll say, I'll put an announcement in the community, no live tomorrow, but I'll show up, God willing, Sunday morning, your time, for motivation. Okay, thank you for all being here. For those of you who watch this later, it's just a fun thing we do on Friday. You come, we talk about a topic. Today it was fear. If you come back on next Friday, we'll do a second portion of this. We didn't finish all the fears. And then after that, we always answer questions from this book, Cash Flow Quadrant. I read this every Tuesday and Wednesday. Right now, we finished on video 9. I finished 89 and 90. So the next one will be 91 and 92. So when you watch 91 and 92, then you come on next Friday, you answer questions. I give some money. If you are not in a country that takes cash, I have these. I'll send them to you if you can answer the question right. And for some who need data, we put data in their phones to encourage them to learn, because that's what it's about, learning and making our lives better. So for those of you who are interested in, by the way, I see still here, people here, if you want to come on Zoom, I can take you on Zoom. When I close this, I can set up a Zoom link. I could even send it up right up, maybe not here. I can send you a Zoom link, especially if you have my WhatsApp number. I can show you. If you are interested, let me know in the chat. But I was talking to the ones who are going to watch this later. I do affiliate marketing, but I didn't put links in this one. There are no links for affiliate marketing. But find affiliate marketing on here, on this channel. You find links that take you to this program that are going to teach you how to earn money online, step by step. And if you get an email from me, you can request a Zoom. It's free. I talk to you. You talk to me on WhatsApp. I support people. I share what I know. That's my passion. Okay? Yes. Only for those of you who are still on, if you have a question for me, like I said, tomorrow I'm not coming early, but I may come to show up like Sunday night or Sunday morning on Saturday night for some countries. I think that's how I'll do it today. Not early morning. I have a project I have to finish. So anyone who has a question, I still see people on, type it in the chat if you want to ask me anything. Otherwise, I'll say thank you for attending this. Come back next time. I also have motivation, by the way. I have motivation. I drive around. I show you Virginia, USA. There's a lot going on the channel. We just celebrated 400 videos. So you'll find something. You'll find something. Okay, I think we are done. You all know how to find me. Please like the video. Like it, like the live, share it with others. Maybe people will get to think about their fears. And next week we'll talk about how to deal with the fears. Okay, thank you for watching it. Leave a comment, share it, like it. Bye.